a bunch of stuff. I got
All
a bunch
this
of
chasing
crap.
after Aethys.
Hi Max,
Brought
how are
back
you?
memories of the Saints' War. Just how scared everyone was, mostly. Everybody put on a brave face, made all these claims about what they'd do when they met a god in battle. There was no sadder sight than a group of us talking big, trying to outdo one another. Even the fella that led us, he used to say he knew all these different ways you could kill a god, if you were so inclined.
Oh, really?
Of course, at night he'd grind his teeth so hard it sounded like he was chewing rocks. In case you were curious if he really had it in him.
We weren't sent to kill Aethys.
Oh, I bet that'll be a load off his mind. Could be he'll suck out our souls more gently as a reward. Point being, the prospect of facing a god makes cowards of most all of us. Now, here I am again, on my way to meet Aethys.
You graduated yesterday. Congratulations, Max.
Some ways I feel the same. Edgy, sick in my gut. But it's different this time. Might be because of you.
That's because you never went to war with someone like me on your side.
Reckon I haven't. You could have let it all end back at Cadnua, or even Gilded Vale. But you're still going, even knowing where we're headed. Haven't forgot who you are. I know you're not the kindest of folks.
I'm not.
But you've done right by me, more often than not. There's part of me thinks we aren't gonna make it out of this. When I get to thinking like that, it helps to remember how you've held together.
Oh, thanks.
What do you think? We gonna survive all this?
You don't want to know what I think. I want to just say no. No, I don't. You don't want to know what I think.
Well, maybe that makes it more impressive. You're still at it then. Yeah, I go back and forth myself. Every time we see one of those big footprints, it reminds me not to get too excited. There's a good chance we die out here, halfway across the world from anywhere I ever called home.
Adair's eyes trace a nomadic path as he looks at your surroundings, seeming never to find a comfortable place to settle.
But if I can face it like you, maybe it doesn't matter.
It's been good having you along.
I mean it. Don't know where I'd be right now if you hadn't come through Gilded Vale that day.
I feel like whenever I take the first opportunity to flirt with people, they always reject me. I have to like wait for the second one maybe?
I'll tell you what though, I'm not one for big promises.
He puts a hand on your shoulder and looks you dead in the eye.
But I'm gonna beat up as many people and monsters as it takes to get you your life back. You got my word on that.
Adair, I'm gonna cry. He smiles with one side of his mouth and gives you 2 heavy swats on the shoulder that reverberate up and down your spine. Adair!
So you're the captain there. What are you having? There's one. You want to check the back. The goal is to make him vomit, remember? No, the goal is to make him... I did tell you.
Oh, that's really sweet. Adair's
You carry
really
yourself
sweet.
like a person well acquainted with violence.
That's a monster
Care to
prom
put your skills to
PTSD.
use
Don't
for a
listen
good
to it.
cause? And some coin?
Tell me about the cause you mentioned.
It's simple enough. The firebrand commanded by Captain Henqua once plagued the Deadfire. The skill and brutality of Henqua's crew was the stuff of legends.
Legendary nightmares, more like. After how they did the crew with a virtuous reward. Even that bastard Benwith wanted nothing to do with them.
But pirate legends don't live long. Some months ago, an alliance of Neketaka pirate hunters managed to corner the firebrand and sink her off the coast of Tikawara. They confirmed Captain Henqua's death, but her senior crew members escaped unscathed. And now it seems like bringing the firebrand's crew to justice doesn't matter to anyone but me.
Ah.
So I want you to kill them.
Wow.
And I'll pay you out of my own pocket if you do.
Sounds like you've got a grudge.
It's nothing personal. The crew earned their reputation through murder and thievery.
Hi, Starbuck!
And it would make me sick to see them regain an ounce of their power.
Partner Buck. As she speaks, Desirol removes a small soul net from her pocket and polishes the surface with a corner of her shirt. Her features soften like she's visiting an old memory. Then she stuffs the coin back in her pocket with a barely audible sigh. I'm just gonna raise an eyebrow. That's great. Just raise an eyebrow.
I know a questioning eyebrow when I see one.
I know
and I'm
eyebrow.
not in the mood to be giving answers. I've got family business to tend to, is all. But I suppose you have a right to know.
I can understand the language of the eyebrows.
My idiot kid sister was on the Firebrand, seduced to a dishonest life by the promise of adventure. When the pirate hunters killed the crew and sank the ship, they also killed my sister.
Oh.
But those irredeemable lowlifes I sent you after got away without a scrape. I want them to pay. I don't much care how, so long as they take their turn on the wheel.
So because your sister made a bad decision, you want to murder a bunch of people?
The Firebrand had a mascot. A useless little bastard, who's taken to calling himself Lord Admiral Imp. He's not terribly dangerous on his own, but he's keen to make a nuisance of himself wherever he goes. Last I heard, Lord Admiral Imp was making himself comfortable in Queen's Berth. You'll find him there with a few zarops and You'll be taking down Lady Ipiro, Captain Henqua's former first mate and a rumored lover.
Lady Ipiro.
She's Ipiro maintains an estate in Serpent's Crown in Neketaka. But I wouldn't recommend you rush in muzzles blasting. You'll be going after Katren, the Firebrand's resident wizard. Rumor has it, she was... Last I heard, Katren and her sundry little minions could be found late. I have a challenge for you, my friend. And his name is Torka,
an ogre.
Leader of the Firebrand's boarding parties. Torka was last seen at Lifte's refuge here in Dunwich. Dead set on joining a crew, or assembling his own.
Okay.
Happy hunt.
I don't know if I'm gonna do that quest, because it doesn't feel like a good quest to do, but...
I'm telling you, ask for Erwina in the King's Coffin. She'll make you see
Hemp.
stars.
Who's Hemp? While Hemp is following you around, you receive a bonus to Constitution.
You half-masted sot. She's got to be 90 years old.
Ramasso.
Welcome to my emporium. Whatever you need, I sell.
Nice.
What would you like to buy today?
You own all of these stalls?
I do now. I started out with only one stall and eventually branched out, buying out my competitors one by one.
That's good business. Okay, he also doesn't... Oh my god, look at how much that costs. Hot fucking damn. You see that? It's armor rating 9. Wow, that's a lot of dollars. I can't buy anything here because all these people hate me. The first thing you notice about this man is the nature of his attire. Loud in clashing reds and purples, bright as peacock. On second glance, you see that he's tall and lanky, boyishly handsome in an unkempt way, with a trim beard and a friendly smile.
My good lady, hello.
Is this a person that's gonna try and make me learn something?
Whatever might I do for you?
I don't want to learn something, dude. I don't want to learn anything. I don't like learning. Learning is the worst. Apparently you should go pale hunting? Pale hunting? For what?
My old captain was a drinker from the day he was born to the day he died.
The pale armor? Do you guys see that little doggo? It's a little one. The Mesa.
Welcome to the treasure trove, sailor.
Oh geez, it's a death godlike. A strapping godlike blinks between swollen, crusty tumors lining her eyes. Her lips crack, weeping a sappy substance as she speaks. Gross. Gross.
Anything in my trove catches your eye, you let me know. All right.
Okay, also, the sun and moon, a one-handed flail. Hits twice, but with reduced damage. Celestial attunement day and night. Oh, weird. That's so cool. That's such a cool flail. Squid's grasp. Grants squid's escape. Breaks engagement and expertly avoids the next attack. Mirror back? Wow. This is some cool shit, yo. Is there... Necklace of fireballs? Just grants fireball. That's rad. I wish I could afford to buy any of these things. I guess I could, like, technically steal some of them? Treasure Trove Guard. Ado, Captain. Oh, this is a treasure trove. Right, Chris? Yeah, it's like, oh, so you have 35,000 gold. Well, how about spending all of it? I'm just like, no, I want to get a better ship. Okay, alright, so the Radiant Court might have unripened palm stones for sale. That's where I am, right? Unripened palm stones.
Fresh fruit! What can I stock you up?
Palm stones. Those are unripened, right? Cool. And then... Lifter's Refuge. I think I remember where the hagfish was. I remember when it was like September. Something else that was blah. There was rotten hagfish over here. It was in this
Leave
one,
it to
right?
me.
Yep. Oh, okay. So I didn't get the palm stones. It wasn't unripened, I suppose. Okay. Let's go back. I mean, it said palm stones, but I guess it has to say that it's unripened. I don't understand. I don't know what a palm stone is. I don't know what a palm stone
A repeat
is.
customer. What can I stock?
So I have to get unripened palm stone. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. And then go back to the king's coffin. I mean, honestly, we could just cut this guy up and get the thing out of his stomach. How goes the adventure? It goes well. And then we need fire kelp extract.
What can I do for you? Sure do. And at a generously discounted price.
That doesn't seem generously
Be
discounted.
careful you don't get any of it in your eye. Actually, yeah. Yeah, I would.
Okay.
Damn my god! Lost my gold stones!
This should work. Hands trembling, Pietro hastily mixes the contents into a wooden mug half filled with water. With a final nervous swallow, he lifts the mug to his lips and downs the concoction. After several moments, nothing happens, and he shakes his head, expression grim.
Oh.
But then goes white as a sheet. His throat mottles red, and his mouth pops open in a little O of surprise.
Oh, God! He's coming out the other end now!
Oh, gross. Iron Gut scoops up the vomit-coated gemstone, what looks to be a black pearl the size of a small rock. He gives it a quick wipe down before thrusting it into your hands. Gross!
Oh, no.
Ah, gross. I didn't want that. Ew. Ew.
If you're enjoying my performance, tips are welcome but not required. Thank you, loyal patron.
Voice monotone, the wizard examines her nails as she speaks. Hand on her hip, she cocks her head and waits for you to speak. Doesn't look like you're enjoying yourself.
I work for a handful of pyres per day. How could I find enjoyment in that?
How'd you end up here with these pirates?
I was playing dice and gambled on a sure thing. It turned out not to be such a sure thing.
It's just a
and
coconut?
Harker owns my arse until I can pay off the debt. Of course, I started off owing him 250, and even though I've paid that twice, now I'm in the hole for 700.
Wow.
The interest rate, this uniform, my food and drinks, they all got added onto my tab at the end of the day.
That's horrible.
I'd be happy to go back working for her, except I owe Harker over there a good deal of money.
I'll pay him for you.
Stupid dice went cold at the wrong time. Until I pay him what I owe, 700 pyres, I'm not going anywhere.
Here you go.
Don't give it to me, give it to Harker. And
Okay.
I can't fathom why you're doing this, but...
I don't know, because I feel like it. I like experience points.
What can I do for you?
I want to pay off Tyrannus' debt.
Got to you, did she? The woman can spot a soft-hearted mark from 50 paces. Like a sixth sense or something. Remarkable.
Wow, okay.
Here's the thing, though. It's more profitable for me
What?
to keep her under my thumb.
What a
so,
jerk.
Sweet as your offer is, you can keep the money. Unless there's something else you need, I think we're done here.
One sec. Get my party with me.
What can I do for you? I made my position on that clear.
How many coins
You
do you
think
think I
I've
can fit
changed
into
my
your
mind?
mouth until you choke to death on them?
Ha! I haven't met someone brave enough to step me in awe. It's got to be 2 weeks now. And that guy ended up shot full of holes. Right tragic accident it was. You've got guts. I'll give you that. Maybe you're not so easy a mark after all. Tyrannus.
Cool. All I had to do was threaten his life. I'm not going to give him double.
Endless thanks for taking care of my debt. See you at the play.
Okay. There's a part of me that's like, why are you doing all these stupid tasks for random
Have
people?
a pity and toss me a pyre, will you?
And then there's another part of me that's like, this is a really easy quest, and I should just do it.
What? I'm no actor. And besides, I can't barely see nothing as it is.
In this troop, being a good actor isn't a requirement.
Easy enough. And it pays, don't it? Then count me in. Turn me in the right direction, and I'll make me way to the Radiant Court.
Cool. Alright. Travel to Lifter's Refuge in Dunnage and kill Torkar. I don't know if I want to do that one yet. Ashen Maw. Crookspur. Oreo Koiki. Pursue the godlike pirates to Dunnage. Okay. That's still what I'm
Everything's so dark
doing.
these days.
Ooh, brutish thugs! Yay! Guys, we get to fight some thugs! I just feel like I have to just hang around here until I can get into that, like, godlike thing. Oh, well, it's not these guys. You know that there's 5 of me?
Well,
if it isn't Arca's new business partner. That's quite a lot of coin you two exchanged.
We are not business partners.
Don't bother lying. Several of my men saw you at the King's Coffin. Looks like Arca's hiring new muscle and coming out of retirement. And I can't be having that now, can I?
You bought a film scanner? Is that something to go with your new film camera? Can you just, can you scan like the negatives? Or is it like a scanner for the pictures that come out of it? Aren't you not supposed to expose negatives to light at all? How does that work?
Think I'll send him your head as a reminder to...
Alright, it's fighting time. You get the film developed at the drugstore and they give you the negatives and you say, oh, right, okay, after it's developed. Got it. So, thugs, 2 pistoliers. Let's send Adair at a pistolier and Aloth at another. And then you go for a pistolier. I'll go for this guy. And you go for this guy. There we go. Oh, that's nice. That sounds really cool, Adam. That sounds like a great solution. I love Battle Mage Aloth so much. Look at him taking on 2 guys at once. He's totally fine. He's not even hurt. He's not even a little bit hurt. Battle Mage Aloth. He's the best.
Hey, that wasn't that bad.
That's right.
Oh, that guy exploded. Oh, man. Oh, golly. All right. I guess we'll just get out of here. Are you going to get that film developed too? See what's on it? He always did like the front lines. It's true. It is true. You had your heart broken last week. You got a shipment of woods to make stuff with, and one of your zebra wood planks had to split straight down the middle. Oh, no. That doesn't sound very nice.
Thanks muchly for bringing Taerna back to us. Her storm and weather spells will really strike an atmosphere for the play. And now that we've got a real big brute for Aethys,
oh my God,
we can put on a proper play. Stick around for the performance. I think you'll be plenty pleased.
She spreads her hands as if about to take a bow, but instead she snaps her fingers together and the stage darkens behind her, signaling the start of the show. I mean, certainly if it's broken already, then you should be able to...
Ladies and gentle pirates,
get them to replace it,
and
right?
Rapscallions too. You are in for the truest of mental treats. Without further ado, I present the Green Menace. Let us begin with our valiant new blood crews, the Lusty Rudder and Fortune's Folly. 2 ships adrift at sea for weeks and weeks on a venture most daring.
They're wearing
in search
ship hats
of the uncharted islands.
Woe and torture, months at sea with no treasure to show for it. You sure these uncharted islands exist, Captain? We ain't seen land for days.
Were they easy to find, they'd be called the Chartered Islands, wouldn't they? If you're
Land
thinking to
ho!
mutiny...
Land ho!
No, shit!
Got a lumpy-looking island coming on the horizon.
That's not an island.
That's no island. That be the Green Menace. We are doomed for sure.
That guy forgot his line for a second.
Souls and gold and glory, you will give these to me. For I am a god among gods, and a true menace upon the sea.
Wow, you're a great actor.
Souls and gold and glory. Blame the Dawn Stars, for they have summoned me.
For us it will.
And now,
Take me now.
I must feed.
This is a great play. I'm really entertained by it. I like the boat hats. They're my favorite. Was that it?
And that's the story of how Aethys sank a fleet of our best tars.
That was it?
Like the floating hangman, you see the green menace coming, you sail the other way.
That was it?
Thank you. Donations and gratuity are greatly appreciated.
Wow.
They love us, do you see? They
Wow,
goddamn loved
that's
us,
a lot of
thanks to you.
money. I got more than twice my investment. Dang. Okay. We're not doing that. But the godlike pirates. We have to go back to them. Ejector Pod, welcome back for 26 months in a row. That's 26 months.
Keep moving. This here is for the crew of the Divine Barge. You ain't a part of it, so you ain't getting inside. Hey, you're one of Andra's blessed. Have you tried the walk? Doesn't matter what you know or think you know. You ain't getting in.
Seriously? I can't... Like, that's... there's... It doesn't matter. You're not going in there. What? Is there another way to get in? Is there something I'm missing? I feel like I'm missing something. I just like... I don't necessarily want to like... I should have saved before I did this. Well, that was... well...